Hey guys, well today I'm just going to review, or just show you basically, one of the classics figures I picked up. This is a used version, second hand. I got him off of eBay from Rye Guy, a very nice guy. If you want to get Master of the Universe stuff, look him up. Okay, this guy's name is obviously Lodar. And if you have no idea who Lodar is, he was actually a one-off character which was featured in the mini-comic which was called Slave City, and hopefully I'll edit it in here. Okay, that's the cover. He only appeared that and in nothing else from what I'm aware of. Now this is obviously the classics version of the figures from 2017. Now from what I understand, the classics Mattel version finished and then it got swapped over to a company called Super 7, and they started to do the figures for the rest of their run. I could be wrong, let me know if I am. But yeah, we're just having a look at it here. It grabbed my attention because of his accessories. Because I've got the Castle Grayskull, it was missing one thing, and that was shackles. I love accessories, I love hidden compartments, secret doors, and the manacles obviously. And this guy came with them. I looked all over the internet to try to find some, but we'll talk about that a bit later. But as you can see here, he looks like he's straight out of Mad Max. Obviously being Australian, Mad Max is near and dear to my heart. I grew up near where it was all filmed, down towards Victoria there. And if we have a look here, it looks like it's hand painted. So if you have a look down, we've got some purple metallic accents here, and I'm not sure if that's coming up, but it's got purple accents on every little spike. Same color on the shoulder pads here, which are kind of rubbery. I'm pretty sure these are Beastman's armor plates that go on his arms. I could be wrong, but that's what they look like to me. Spikes here, he's got some nice detail on his eyes. Let's see if we can get him up nice and close. You see that? He's got a nice metallic finish coming straight down the center of the helmet there. Like you said, he wouldn't be out of place in a Mad Max movie at all. I love all these little spikes. It's pretty heavy duty, hardcore. But again, the reason why I liked him was, again, because of his accessories. But I've grown to actually like the character. I did have the mini book when I was little, but again, Lodar wasn't available and he was just a one-off character. So yeah, I quickly forgot him, as most people probably did. He's got a pretty good articulation actually. Obviously his arms bend and do all this kind of stuff and bend back and forth, much better than the originals. Bit of twist in here, and it's got this thing called the ab crunch, which can be a little bit loose depending on where he is, but it's not too bad. Just here it feels like it's a bit loose, but again, he is used. The head has a pretty good swivel there. I'm not sure if these pop off like the new ones do, so I'm not going to go try, but yeah, it is quite loose. But the only problem with these type of paint details, I think, where can we see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm short-sighted, so I notice all this kind of stuff. A little bit of the paint's coming off here and there. I like that this is all molded black. That way, yeah, there's going to be no rubbing problems. A really cool idea with this figure too is these soles. None of the other figures come like this, these giant spiked boots, which is unique in itself. Makes it a little bit hard to stand up on himself, but he does have the pegs there. But yeah, it's very, very cool. It's got a nice little piece of armor here. It looks like it's removable. There seems to be a little kind of a blemish just here. Not sure if it's picking up. I might try to polish off the car paint, but I don't know if it's painted or it's actually molded, so I probably won't touch it. You can see here with the glue starting to come off a little bit there. I've just noticed that. Yeah, there's a slight bit of glue. No problems. But yeah, he's a pretty good figure, and some of my favourite colours like Skywalk from the Transformers, purple and black, so I also dig that as well. Plus this guy looks really suitable in one of the vehicles I'll show you in an upcoming video that I'll make. But yeah, he's a pretty good dude. I don't mind him at all. This is his back. The only thing that's slightly weird, if you look down here, it's just how they decided to finish this. Just looks a little bit strange. I would expect that to be a little bit better or more molded, but whatever. Not many people are going to spend their time looking up there. That's something you do, whatever. But yeah, no, he's a pretty good character. I really do enjoy him. But again, cool character, but not what I was after. Let's have a look at what he comes with. He only has two items basically. The first one is his mace, which is a nice looking weapon here. If you see up close here, we've got a bit of paint rubbage coming off. I guess you could pretend that's wear and tear damage. Again, this is used, so Obviously getting this put on and off out of his hand there would cause us to rub. This might not come up either, but there's a really cool little detail where each spike is actually painted the same metallic purple. You can see it's coming off a little bit here. I guess these are more display figures than play figures, so I'm not too fussed, I guess. But I like to mess around with them to see what kind of poses you can get in. A bit of photography as too, which has been fun. But yeah, it's a nice little weapon there, something a little bit different from what you usually see. I almost expect this to be something Webstore, or not, sorry, Webstore, sorry, Spikey would have, if you know that character. But yeah, it's got a bit of heft to it too. If we pop it into his hand here, he doesn't have interchangeable hands. I don't think that was the thing back in, what did I say, 2017. Again, I'm not really following up on these toys. I don't collect these generally, but yeah, he holds onto this nicely. Pretty damn cool. But the main reason, as I mentioned before, why I bought him is, I can keep that in there. These are hilarious. They're called giant chains when they were first bought as his accessory name, and they are indeed giant chains. I generally like metal chains for the toys. Absolutely love the little metal pieces and whatnot. But these are plastic, but I looked all over the net trying to find a decent set of shackles I could put into Castle Grayskull, and I could not find them. But you can see here with the clasps, they're slightly bendy, so you can just kind of slide it open without doing too much damage. And it has a nice little base plate here. It's actually screwed in here with metal screws as well. But yeah, and being part of the Masters of the Universe accessories too, it kind of made me decide completely that I was going to get this figure. So yes, I did buy this figure for this accessory here alone. But this will hang up in Castle Grayskull nicely. I think it's really, really cool. But as you can see here, the way this is designed, it's not going to really pop over his arms because of the spiked belts. Let's just give it a quick try. Yeah, you can see here, see, it doesn't really fit. I mean, you could do it if you like. I'm just worried about the paint coming out. But yeah, it's very heavy duty. But yeah, these are a cool piece of accessory. I wish these kind of packs would come out a little bit more often, as you can see here. But it's a cool idea because you can put it on a base plate, such as this, on the ground, as I should say, or hang it up maybe on the wall, or even from the ceiling up this way and have it dangling down. So it's just a cool little accessory. And these are actually shown throughout the comics quite early. So obviously, I'll show you a quick picture here of them in the mini comic. Edit there. And also in the Marvel comics from, just let me check what year that was, 1987 I believe, just let me check. Yeah, 1987, they also featured this type of manacle style holding He-Man down but coming from the sides. So they've been shown as just one on each side, maybe two each side, or one with two base plates, but this one here just suits it fine. This is completely fine. I'm very happy with this. It's very cool. So let's just have a little bit of a comparison with Skelebob. Let's bring him in. So this is a 7-inch figure. So he fits nicely with the current kind of stuff, although not as posable as the new ones. I guess toy technology and whatnot has changed. Let's get that out. So let's have a look here. We've got Skelebob. He's also 7 inches. Getting close. So you can see here, they kind of fit in quite nicely together. Put that there. That's cool. Let's just bring in He-Man from the 40th anniversary. I finally took him out of the box. Excuse his face, he kind of looks distressed. He doesn't know what's going on here. It's a bit sad, a little bit bronzed, but yeah. We have a look at him here, his arch nemesis. They basically look quite good together. As you can see here, the amount of posability and articulation is crazy compared to the older ones. I think I do prefer this buck, the way that it sits. This just kind of looks weird to me, having this big cutout. But again, if they're wearing armor and stuff, this would usually be covered, so it wouldn't be a big deal. But for this guy, yeah, it just does look a little bit strange. And I don't know about you, but his forearms look a little bit too short for his body. But again, this doesn't help. Yeah, but on that, the other thing too is this character. He was the boss of Slave City or whatever, but he also was magic, which I don't really picture him having. You think he's more of a brute force kind of guy, but no, he's a magic fella as well. And one of the guys that went toe for toe to with He-Man in the mini comics as well, which is rare. But yeah, he's a really cool dude. If you look very closely, he looks like he hasn't slept for a bit. He's got red on his eyes. I'm not sure. The camera's picking that up. Yeah, it's a very. I don't even know how they painted that in there, but it's a very cool detail nonetheless. The helmet doesn't come off, which is a pity. So he's a bit of a mystery. But yeah, overall, generally a cool figure. That's all I wanted to share. I want you to know how much I paid for these. These are getting a bit expensive on the old market there, so that's why I picked a used one. They're just getting a bit ridiculous now. I didn't really want to pay that much for him, and again, I just wanted him for the accessory. But yeah, he's a cool guy nonetheless. That's Lodar for you. Thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, I'll see you next time. I've got some more to come. I'll see you soon. Cheers. And before we go, I forgot to say, just have a look at the good thing about the manacles being so large too. They can fit a bunch of different figures, and yeah, Skelebob looks kind of cool like this too. Oh, yeah, not bad at all. Good looking figure. Alright guys, I'll bounce. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.